Hi Danny, and hello to everyone on the team at Firepole Marketing. My name is Ashlee Branch, but I more commonly go by Tree Branch, and I am excited to be sending you this video because I am excited about Firepole Marketing, and I would love to be the executive assistant. I would love to be a part of what you're doing. I haven't known about this organization for long. My brother just a few months ago started watching the webinars, reading the blog, and quickly I was getting emails saying, Tree, check this out, you've got to read it, you're going to love these people, you're going to love this organization, and he was right. So it has just been a blast to go on this journey with you and to see, even just in the first 3 months, how great your organization is. I have a background in iOS psychology. That was what I studied in undergraduate psychology at High Point University, and I believe the most important thing is that an organization is a community. And so when I went on your website and one of the first words that I see is the word community, I just knew this is a place for me. I want to be in a place, in a business where everyone has an equal stake in what's going on, when everyone shares the vision, when everyone shares the goals, and you're working together. And that's what I see reflected here. So I think that's wonderful, and that's really why I've decided to apply for this position. I think I would be an excellent candidate for the position of executive assistant because I have experience in marketing. I've worked as a marketing director for the past year, often drawing on advice that I find in your blogs and in your webinars, which have been very helpful, so thank you for that education. I have also done a position similar to this before. I worked as the executive assistant for Dr. Jen Brandt at High Point University, and together she and I built from the ground up the Women and Gender Studies program. It was originally a program of just me and her, just me as one minor and her as the professor, and now we have well over 40 students. We have classes that are completely booked every semester. We have events that are sold out. It has been an amazing journey, and we have done tons of work, and it has just grown so much. So I was there from building the website, creating the social media, running her emails, scheduling her, bringing in all of our guest speakers like Danielle Henderson, just making sure that things ran seamlessly so that she could do what she needed to do, which was teach, which was bring in the students and teach them about women and gender studies. So I was in the background just pulling the strings, doing what was necessary to make all of that as flawless and seamless as possible. I also have a background in iOS psychology. That was what I studied in undergraduate psychology, and I have a really big love for looking at an organization and saying, how do we make this organization as efficient and productive as possible, but not sacrifice the integrity or the personality of the organization? So that's what my field is, and that's what I'm interested in bringing to Firepole. I'm also efficient, I'm organized, I'm an excellent communicator and an excellent writer. I have written several studies which have been accepted at conferences and published, and I was in the theater department all my life, so I have learned communication skills from that as well as presentation skills. I am personable. My psychology background makes me an excellent leader and team player for any situation, and I can get along and relate to any group of people. I am also bright and smart, and I graduated the top 40 people in my class. I was a junior marshal, and I graduated summa cum laude. And I am always in pursuit of learning, and I'm constantly ordering books, I'm constantly reading, I'm constantly watching webinars and just trying to learn and soak in as much as I can, because I think that process is never ever done. Finally, you mentioned that this job will require travel experience, and I have that. I have traveled across 4 continents in more than 10 countries, the majority of those independently, completely by myself. And I am self-taught in French and Spanish, and am now starting to learn Italian as well. So I am independently motivated, I am self-driven, I get it done. I am the person that you call when you need something done fast, done right, even if you don't even know if it's possible yet. I'm the girl that you call who's gonna come in, get creative, figure it out, and make it all work. And I am hardworking, tenacious, determined, and I hope that I can bring these skills as well as any other things that you may need to Firepole Marketing. So please consider me as executive assistant, and I would like to thank you for the opportunity to apply to this awesome organization. You've already heard a lot from me today about why I think I'd make a great executive assistant, but I think it's time for you to hear from those who've actually worked with me. So today we're at High Point University, my alma mater, and we're going to speak to some of the professors that I worked with as an assistant. So let's go ahead and find some professors and see why they think I would make a great executive assistant for Firepole Marketing. Okay, so we are now in Norcross Hall, which is where my old office was in the Women Gender Studies department. So we're gonna come in here. I'll show you where everything happened. This is some of our boards, some of our events that are going on, my old desk. Everything that I did in this office is still the way that it was right when we left. So let's go meet my director. Hey Jen.
Tree, welcome back.
Thanks.
So you coming to work for me again?
I'm not. Hopefully not. Hopefully I will be working for Firepole Marketing soon.
Awesome.
But they want to know why I would make a good executive assistant, and I was like, well, let's just ask someone who I've been their assistant before. So what do you think?
I think, do you see this mess? Do you see this chaos? This is what happens when you don't have Tree as your assistant.
That's true.
Tree was our first WGS office assistant. She was awesome. She was also our student award winner in 2015. She is fast. She is efficient. I asked her once, and not only is it done, but it is done well past what I could have imagined or expected. Anyone who has her would be, in all seriousness, super lucky. She is intelligent, she's capable, she is articulate. She is one of the best students I've had in my 10 years of teaching, and she is by far the best office assistant we have ever had.
Shh, don't tell anyone. Well, there you have it. Well, let's go see if we can find someone else. I am now outside the communications building where I was a teaching assistant for Dr. Isaacson. So let's see what she has to say about working with me and how I helped her students in her classes.
Hi, my name is Judy Isaacson, and I am a professor at High Point University, where I invited Tree to be one of my teaching assistants after I worked with her in a couple classes. She is spectacularly bright and a really hard worker. No matter what you give her to do, she will do it, and she will do it brilliantly. Plus, she's just a lovely person to be around.
If I was the assistant at Firepole Marketing, each day would start about like this. After checking my emails and seeing if Danny had any instructions for me that day, I would make myself a brief outline of what I needed to get accomplished. After that, I would get to work and start doing what needs to be done for that day. But what if, at that very moment, the phone started to ring, the baby started to cry, someone was at the door, and I left the clothes outside. Not to mention, I left the sink running. Well, first I have to tend to the baby. Let's be realistic. No one wants a crying baby. You can't get much done until the baby has been soothed. Next, shut off the sink and answer the phone. Thank you for calling Firepole Marketing. This is Ashlee Brooke. How can I help you today? Would you mind holding for just one minute? While I hate to put anyone on hold, sometimes it's necessary, and it gives me a chance to tend to the client at the door. I would welcome them in, apologize that they had to wait, and have them seated so that I could resume my tasks and get back to them as quickly as possible. After apologizing for making them hold, I would ask our client on the phone how I could help them. Hopefully, I would be able to resolve the problem quickly and efficiently over the phone, also giving me a chance to collect the clothes that were outside in the rain. If for any reason I was unable to fulfill the request over the phone, I would see if there was another time or manner in which we could discuss the issue further, and hopefully get it resolved quickly. I would then throw the clothes into the dryer so that I wouldn't waste any more time and have nothing hanging over my head as I greeted the client who was waiting. Then I would give the new client the undivided attention that they expect from Firepole Marketing.